Looking to pass first play is Prescott.
And he finds his target. It's Schultz.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37. This a 2nd and 7 from the 37.
Here's Prescott.
That's caught again by Schultz. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Prescott now. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear. You got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. And able to find Allen Lazard. Touchdown, Packers! Allen Lazard, 58 yards.
And the Packers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Very short kick taken right at the 20. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it, and if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
Check, lucky.
A first down throw for Prescott. He's going deep for Brown. And this one is incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Prescott yet again.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Prescott to throw on 4th. He's going deep for Brown. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. Rodgers now on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Jones.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead, it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Rodgers going to go on fourth down.
They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted.
Picked off by Malik Hooker.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. That's caught once again by Gallup. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. Here's Prescott. And it's caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott from 3 yards out.
And the Cowboys have cut the lead back down to 2. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they've targeted.
And it's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick.
Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
2nd and 4.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 8-6 the score after 1. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted.
And the Cowboys will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
It's Preston Smith. He gets the sack there.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott. He's going deep for Brown.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Adrian Amos with a pick.
They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
And he almost had his second pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Sliding out of the pocket. He finds Randall Cobb on the completion. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Well, there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked off by Quay Walker. And the Packers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble.
Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 51 yards. Defense blitzed, but they picked it up pretty well.
Allowed their man to stand firm in the pocket and not be hurried, didn't it? That allowed him to make the nice throw downfield to help complete that play.
Rodgers' throw brought in by Watson. He'll get it inside the 20.
Touchdown!
Christian Watson.
43 yards.
And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. Rodgers will throw for it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the 2-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time,
and Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
Here's Rodgers. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Rodgers.
Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time.
And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
And incomplete on the deep ball. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Prescott looks to throw on first. He's going deep for Brown. It's caught at the 10. A big play here for Dallas. 55 yards. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind. No pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Cowboys get a late score here, the final minute of the first half.
Yeah, touchdown. I love it. Now it's only a 2-point game. I know it's the first half, but you got to think. Go for 2. Tie it up. Go into the locker room. What are you doing?
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Adrian Amos with a pick.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. And a second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Rodgers going to throw.
A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there. Couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to make it 4th down. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. The final shot before half for Rodgers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. It's a squib kick that still makes its way down inside the 15. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this 3rd quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
4th down, Prescott eluding the pressure right. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he is going to have the Cowboys' 1st down as they wind up with a gain of 11 there on 4th down. He'll buy some time right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Flushed out right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here this 3rd quarter. Yeah, he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
And he is into the end zone as that pushes the lead up to 6. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. To throw, it's Rodgers. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Flush to his right, toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. He'll find Jones again, complete. Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And it's a Packers touchdown.
Aaron Rodgers finding Christian Watson. And the Packers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it down? And, forget the field goal. Because way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
And that is caught for the 2 points. Could have been up 1 with a point after, but they go for 2. It worked.
It almost seems like they're trying to set an identity, doesn't it? We're going to be one of those teams that every time we get a chance to put extra points on the board, we will. Because really it's minimal in difference, right? Whether you're up 1 or 2, a field goal can still get you.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape. It up past the 30.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
Well, this secondary just continues to be a force. Multiple interceptions in this game, and now the pick six.
And the thing about it is once you get an interception as a unit, you think to yourself, okay, we got that. How do we increase it the next time? Get the interception, do a little more damage, and there's your outcome right there. Take it to the house and break down what they're trying to do offensively.
And he finds his way into the end zone as the lead moves to 10. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think...
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Cowboys. Noah Brown, 68 yards.
And the Cowboys are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third.
So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the two-point try.
Prescott, they're going to throw for it.
And he'll get in for the 2 points, and in so doing, cut the deficit